and we see her glasses here on the coffee table. I think this also might be a joint in the ashtray, but that's besides the point. Bobby seems to be really getting around in the dating world, which shouldn't be too surprising. Bobby has always been very funny, personable, confident, and good with women. He had numerous love interests in the original show, and they also always made a point to showcase that Bobby was much more suave with women than, say, Joseph, despite being a little more challenged in the looks department. Now, we did get confirmation from Lauren Tom at the ATX festival that Connie is ethically non-monogamous, and certain other information that has been released also seems to imply that Bobby and Connie will rekindle their romance at some point, but I'm curious how this will play out. Bobby is clearly a ladies' man. The fact that he gets interest from so many women could make Connie jealous if they're in an E&M relationship. Connie, on the other hand, could date both Bobby and Jane Wasana-song, who are running a restaurant together. That is just a whole additional sitcom right there. There are some really fun, dramatic possibilities. And that is basically everything we see in the trailer, a little jumbled order-wise based on how I grouped episodes and themes. I think overall, this is a very solid trailer, and they are still affirming my belief that this is going to be a fun and worthwhile revival. They've shown how and why the sort of re-pilot for the aged-up version of the show will work as a new perspective. And as far as the writing goes, it mostly really feels on point. If I had any criticisms of the writing here, I'd say this trailer does feel like it's sort of doing a checklist of all of the modern stuff we'd expect Hank to get worked up about. All gender bathrooms, Zoom meetings, Nepo babies, ride shares, etc. But this is also all pretty concentrated due to the fact that this is a trailer. Obviously, many of these things were going to come up, and I think that a lot of them will sort of be dropped into that first episode back. The premises that we've seen here are more than enough to get me excited about the revival. The beer story episode in particular, I think, could be a really special one. It's got all the ingredients they need to brew a classic King of the Hill story. While some of these concentrated jokes to drum up interest might seem a little surface, I think the substance underneath that surface is really clear. Hank searching for meaning post-retirement, Bobby fighting to make his career work and navigating a love life as a young adult. I'm just really excited to see these characters in these new places in life. Now, there are other scenes and leaks out there that I haven't dived into yet, like stuff from that ATX festival, and of course the leaked storyboards that, at this point, I'm convinced are probably from season 15, and I don't think I quite want to explore all of those here since they have not